Most people don't say it out loud, but there's a quiet, persistent belief in our culture. If you're single by choice, there must be something wrong with you. Live alone, show no desperation to find a partner, and suddenly, society starts whispering. You're pitied, questioned, or diagnosed as secretly troubled. The idea that someone could be both single and perfectly normal feels almost impossible to many people. And that's not just a misunderstanding, it's a setup for widespread emotional disaster. Because every year, countless people who were never meant for coupledom, people who genuinely thrive on independence, are pressured and shamed into relationships that drain them, break them, or trap them. When being single is seen as inferior, people choose partners out of fear, not love. And nothing good comes from decisions born in fear. Only when singlehood and relationships carry equal respect can we trust people to choose for the right reasons. So today, let's explore some powerful, often unspoken reasons why staying single by choice isn't sad, strange, or irresponsible. It may actually be the wisest, healthiest path for many. One major reason is this. Romantic love, as we idealize it today, is a dangerous illusion. The idea that you will meet one extraordinary person, fall deeply in love, remain devoted for a lifetime, and be consistently fulfilled by them is incredibly new in human history. At most, this version of love is about 250 years old, basically a cultural experiment. Before that, marriage was more about survival, economics, and forming alliances. The idea of a soulmate was more poetic aspiration than real expectation. Just a quick reminder, if you like learning new things, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you enjoy this content. And when you look at real human beings up close, over long periods of time, you start to see why the romantic ideal is so fragile. Everyone, without exception, eventually reveals themselves to be complicated, flawed, moody, selfish, inconsistent, or just plain difficult. A romantic marriage is possible, but statistically, emotionally, and psychologically, it's rare. Most of us are not going to achieve that perfect lifetime bond, and that shouldn't be viewed as a personal failure. Choosing to remain single simply acknowledges a truth most people quietly sense but refuse to accept. The romantic fairy tale is more myth than reality. Another reason is that no one thinks their partner is magnificent after enough time. This isn't cynicism, it's human nature. Once the novelty wears off, the very qualities that once seemed charming begin to fade or even annoy. Those who stay single aren't unromantic. In fact, they might be the most romantic of all. They refuse to settle for something mediocre. They hold on to the dream of awe, intensity, and inspiration, and they know they'd rather be alone than stuck in lukewarm companionship. Relationships, in truth, are best suited to people who don't expect too much from them, people who are content with moderate affection, occasional frustration, and average emotional connection. But if you're a true romantic, if you want depth, beauty, and magic, staying single might actually preserve your belief in love more than entering a relationship would. A third reason is one many people are afraid to admit. A lot of us simply aren't psychologically suited for long-term relationships. It takes maturity to build a healthy partnership, but it may take even greater maturity to admit you're not built for that lifestyle. Some people carry emotional patterns, anxieties, or internal storms that make cohabitation or constant intimacy deeply difficult. Instead of dragging another person into that turbulence, choosing solitude can be an act of kindness and responsibility. It's not selfish, it's respectful. It's the recognition that self-awareness sometimes means stepping back, protecting others, and protecting yourself from a role you're not equipped to play. That isn't weakness, it's wisdom. Reason number 4. Being alone means you don't have to constantly inflict your quirks, flaws, and habits on someone else, or have theirs inflicted on you. When you're single, you are free from the ever-present mirror that relationships hold up. No one is evaluating your moods, your choices, your oddities, or your imperfections. You don't have someone recording your emotional missteps or pointing out every little irritation. When you're alone, you have a chance to actually like yourself, to accept your own rhythm of life without feeling judged or corrected. Many people find that solitude allows them to grow in ways partnership never could. And finally, relationships can actually spoil love. Many people discover that they felt more alive, more hopeful, and more imaginative when they were single than when they were partnered. Inside a relationship, sex, affection, and companionship can become sources of pressure or disappointment. Outside of one, you might feel longing, but longing can be energizing. Hope can be inspiring. You're never denied the possibility of connection. Ironically, single life can protect the beauty of love by preventing it from being dulled by routine or resentment. Now, none of this means being single is perfect. And it doesn't mean being coupled is always miserable. Both states come with challenges: loneliness on one side, frustration and suffocation on the other. The deeper truth is that humans aren't naturally great at being happy in either state. We search, we long, we worry, we imagine something better. So the answer isn't to rush into a relationship or rush out of one. The answer is to recognize that being single is not a failure, not a fallback, and not a defect. It's simply one valid path among many, with its own beauty, its own peace, and its own rewards. For some people, it's not just acceptable, it's ideal. And the more freely and confidently we can make that choice, the better our lives and our relationships will ultimately become. If you found this video meaningful and interesting, drop a comment below and share your experience. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who might find this content useful. And as always, thank you for listening, and we'll see you next time.